box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life in like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So defensively here, you've got Matt Stafford at quarterback. Now, we know he's been in the league a long time, but still getting accustomed to playing in a Rams uniform. So what's your biggest key to stopping him?
Well, normally you would say with any quarterback, it's pressure. Number of hits on him in the pocket, keep knocking him to the ground. But Matthew Stafford is one of the toughest quarterbacks in the league. He just keeps picking himself up and firing downfield. To me, it's that coverage of receivers, and when they go to make a catch, make sure you have someone there trying to make a play on the football.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. to his left. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
While Tutu Atwell stands just 5'8" and weighs about 155 pounds, he absolutely is a home run type of a hitter. Very good on deep balls, run after the catch. You can use him on reverses. There he picks up a first down with that grab.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jacob Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A'Shawn Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
And in 2020, this unit was again one of the best defenses in the NFL. They can bring a lot of heat with their pass rush. As a group, they finished with 53 sacks last season, second only to the Steelers' 56, and a lot of it was interior pressure.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tanner Muse. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Stafford. Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this returnable for Hines. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
And this Indianapolis offensive line is one of the best in the business. Also, one of the toughest. They only gave up 21 sacks in 2020, the 2nd lowest total in the NFL. Surprisingly, they've already given up 2 in this game.
And now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Stafford. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought
and now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No luck for the Rams. goes as they fail here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Rams 14, Colts nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Hines. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's another Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 37, check 37. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, watch in.
On first down, Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
On first down, Stafford here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stafford.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again, it's Stafford. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
Bust through the tackle. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
This is Breida. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Throwing to Stafford. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Rams.
Jacob Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Rams 21, Colts 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
82, 82. 33, 33. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Space to run past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 34 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
throwing on third down. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd and 10. Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Campbell making the catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a fourth down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Hines now on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, it's Hines. And he is tackled inside the 49 to the 35. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Hines. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw, Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. picked off at the 23.
And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Stafford now to throw. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That ball caught by Campbell. The 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On first down, Wentz. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. To throw is Wentz. He's got Granson as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Into the red zone. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing here, Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
Yes.